So my name is Srey Kang. So I am the president of the Khmer community of New South Wales. I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owner of the land. I pay my respect to the elders, past and emerging. This was and always and will be an Aboriginal's land. จากខ្ញុំកណ្ដាលនេះខ្ញុំសូមរំលឹកគុណទៅដល់ម្ចាស់ដើមនៃប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីហើយនាងខ្ញុំក៏សូមជម្រាបទៅដល់ទស្សនិកជនទាំងអស់ផងដែរថាទីតាំងទឹកដីនៃប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីនេះជាទឹកដីរបស់ជនជាតិ Aboriginal ពីអតីតកាលបច្ចុប្បន្នកាលនិងទៅអនាគតកាលផងដែរនាងខ្ញុំសូមរំលឹកទៅដល់ជនជាតិដើមនៃប្រទេសអូស្ត្រាលីគឺ Aboriginal នាងខ្ញុំឈ្មោះកងស្រីទូល So Khmer community has been running since 1977. We have other organizations that we work with as well within the Khmer community, and that would include Cooke, Buddhist Association, different temple that we work with, as well as Khmer as well. That is within Khmer community of New South Wales. And we have the committee members who also working full-time and plus doing volunteer work like myself in the community as well. So basically we're operating 7 days a week, but because of our full-time work and our volunteer work tend to fall after our working hours and on the weekend as well. Pre-COVID. So pre-COVID communities assist with people from non-English speaking background, those from refugee. In the past, pre-COVID-19, we assist them in general needs of day-to-day basis and also educate them when they arrive in Australia as well. We having the activity to empower them in order to in Australia as well. Okay, so to assist people who are settled in Australia in terms of providing education, providing support, and to attend welfare check, especially the elderly and the single mother and the people who have children with disability. Language barrier is the biggest problem in our community. So for them to come from Cambodia to adjust their life in here with no guidance, with no language, it's become very difficult. And not only that, the culture shock as well. So having the community that able to support them when they first came here would provide them guidance in terms of how they would adjust their life in here. How do they start their education, for example? How do they get into the workplace that is within their dream? For example, if a lady who has been working as a hairdresser for so many years has a really good experience back in Cambodia, but when they came here, because of language barrier, they cannot work as a hairdresser, but they are passionate about what they are doing. They have a great experience that they can look for the job in that field. So our role is to provide them guidance, to show them, hang on a minute, this is what you need to do. You need to study English first, and then this is courses that you need to get into, and also liaise with other organizations in order to get their foot into the field that they passionate about. The challenges as a community leader for the last couple of years was, how do I identify the needs of the community throughout this pandemic? How do I lead in a way to reduce their fear? That is the doubt within me as a community leader throughout pandemic. So it's a lot of uncertainty in terms of how do I engage in the community, because in our community, we're getting used to face-to-face. We see each other, we provide education, we organize the activity like most, I would say 99%. So throughout pandemic, I was lost. I was becoming uncertain of how I engage with my community. And plus, for them, non-English speaking background and came here through refugee, majority of them don't even read and write, but through the support of different organizations, say for example, from health promotion, from MRC Liverpool, from Fairfield Council, from Multicultural, and the different languages that we receive from Multicultural and from Health Department that would help us to meet the needs of the community through our pandemic. We also keep the community informed of whatever is happening through our regular basis. For example, the update information regarding COVID-19 pandemic, the COVID-19 outbreak, the vaccination, the testing, the floods. So we let people know this is where we are up to so that people could have idea of what they could prepare in terms of what they will do next. And all this update information also in their own languages as well. So that is the regular basis that we are providing to our community. And we find it really effective, and we find that people have more clear understanding in terms of each situation that we are facing. My phone is turned on 24 hours. The best moment that it make my heart light up and I smile even though they call me at 12 o'clock at night, is when the community able to contact us anytime that they need, regardless by phone, by messages, or anything that they know that we are there for them. It made me so proud when they said, oh, thanks goodness, thank you for picking up my phone, and thanks goodness somebody care, like 12 o'clock midnight, you know. I will have a strong message for everybody throughout the events. I know we have been through a lot for this couple of years, bushfire, pandemic, flooding, and now the war as well. So it's a lot of things happening, but we came through together. And this is because the strength and the collaboration between all of us as one united nation. So I would say we are so resilient. We made it through together. So we have to stay strong, stay safe, and stick together regardless what circumstances we are in. And this is the only way that we can come out of any crisis from now and to the futures. The message for them is that I would think just whatever we are doing at the moment, collaboration, you know, contacting each other, listening to the grassroots, listening to the community leader, empower the community leader out here so that they can empower those people in the ground would be the best advice that I could give the policymaker. And of course, the appreciation that we all have out here is massive. And one of the things that I'm grateful for throughout this pandemic is I am able to work and connect with different community like MRC Liverpool, you know, like different organizations that I would never think that I am able to get onto. But this is what gives me the strength to continue on as a volunteer worker, helping and giving back to the community. I think we have to keep going and work together as it's always. I would like to take this opportunity to always acknowledge to Health Promotion, Health Department, Multicultural, FECA, MRC Liverpool, Fairfield Local Council, Australian Good Neighbour Australia, food banks, and the rest of other organizations, Cooke, Khmer School, Buddhist Association, and different religious organizations that been connecting together and helping each other in order to providing the support both physically and mentally, you know, throughout this difficult time. I don't see that we can get through together without this big, massive collaboration that we are having at the moment. So massive thank you from Khmer community of New South Wales.